I've brought out the GoPro. For today's video, we're going to be drilling a hole through my IKEA LINNMON desk. Once again, this is not the first time I'm doing this type of project. I've done it in the past, but this time we actually have proper equipment. So I've picked up a new drill from DeWalt. I'll have everything that I'm using in this video linked in the video description down below as well, to Amazon and maybe some other websites. So if you want to go check out the pricing of the drill, the equipment that I'm using, it's honestly not too expensive. I guess you can maybe go ahead and cheap out on a drill like this, but this is probably not one I would recommend personally. Honestly, it's not very powerful. Even by the sound of it, you can maybe see that this one is on a whole other level right here. So we have actual proper equipment right here. This is a 35mm hole cutter that I bought on Amazon. In fact, it came with a whole kit of stuff in this like cool looking briefcase. But I mean, the tools look high quality. I've not used them yet, but we're going to be using this right here to put a hole through this IKEA LINNMON tabletop right here. Roughly, I would say somewhere in this region, obviously not through the mouse mat. We're gonna, move the mouse mat and then put a hole somewhere right there. So we're gonna take all those cables, they're gonna run down the keyboard through the mouse mat, and they're gonna come out probably somewhere at the bottom of the desk right there. And of course we can cable manage everything through the plastic J channels, and then it can all plug into the back of the PC. So that is the plan. So this is an IKEA LINNMON tabletop with IKEA Adil's legs, and then we have an IKEA Alex drawer right here in gray. These are two different desks that I've combined right here. I've already made a video about this like a couple months ago when I did it. So this one's 100 centimeters by 60 centimeters. If we measure all the way from here, there you go, 60 centimeters is this tabletop right here. And then the corner one is 120 by 120, but obviously bear in mind, there's like a curve right here. So this is about 104, 105 centimeters from like the very edge there to here. And on the very edges of this corner piece, it's 60 centimeters. But yeah, I did this myself. It's relatively easy. There's no leg anywhere like where my feet are meant to be, apart from that one in the middle there, but that's kind of like there for holding everything in place and holding the desks together, because let's not forget, these IKEA LINNMON tabletops that I'm using, they are incredibly cheap. Yeah, this table is definitely not the highest of quality. It's not like fully wood. It's basically like wood on the outside, a very thin layer of wood, and then just like cardboard honeycomb pattern inside. The end result of all of this is of course going to look really good with just a super clean minimalistic look for my entire setup right here. It's going to be great. Ideally, I wouldn't want to drill my hole over here or like anywhere in this region, for the sake of like, I'm trying to keep in mind like where my mouse is going to be like in the future. And if I ever want to move my mouse over here and there's like a grommet right here, there's obviously going to be like a tiny bump, but that would mean that suddenly you can never put your mouse in this region again. So I'm trying to avoid that. I'm going to put the hole here, but I could very well also install the hole over on this side, or even like further on in this area, I guess, because I'm trying to keep in mind like where I'm going to be keeping my hands. My keyboard's going to be roughly here, my mouse is going to be roughly here, as this here is like the center of my setup. So hopefully that all makes sense. But with this keyboard, the cable management is actually rather nice. This is the Black Widow version 3, and what you can do, the hole, yeah, it terminates right here, if my GoPro can pick that up even. But the cable management here is really cool, because essentially, imagine this. This is how the keyboard is going to look like after we're done. There's going to be 0 wires coming out of it, because the cable doesn't begin at the very edge of the keyboard, it begins underneath. So if you have a hole drilled for your desk, Razer have thought of that already, because this is a trend that I've been trying to push. I've been trying to encourage people, I guess, to drill a hole through their desk, all for the sake of hiding their keyboard wire, because cable management is it's that important, all right? It's that important to have a clean looking setup. Anyway, I think I've talked enough, so I've moved my mouse mat. This is a 120 centimeter by 40 centimeter mouse mat. It's a beast, bro. There's a link in the description down below to it as well if you want to go pick up a similar mouse mat. Anyway, I'm gonna probably drill my hole right here. Now, one good idea is to get masking tape. This is where the masking tape is going. Now what you want is obviously an excessive amount of masking tape. Now I'm joking. This is probably too much, because we're only drilling here, lol. But YOLO. Here goes nothing. And we're through. That was like a 1 second job, dude. Bro, I gotta beat my mouse mat up now to get all the wood shavings out, but hey, I think it's clean already, dude. That took 2 seconds. Yeah, obviously move your mouse mat before you do drilling. I need to clean this up because, bro, it made a mess. Check out this masking tape. It has saved the desk. Look how clean of a hole that is, fam. Right, once you've drilled your hole, if you wanna also ruin your mouse mat and not just ruin your desk, here's some advice. So you're gonna, pop your mouse mat on here. I can feel where the hole is. It's just there. So what you wanna do is, locate your hole, grab your karambit, and then you're gonna wanna stab through your mouse mat, okay? So this might sound crazy, but yeah, you're just gonna stab through your mouse mat. You could do a nice X shape. Okay, maybe you didn't have to do more than one hole because that actually kind of looks a bit messy. All right, we can pop the keyboard wire through. Dude, like, can you imagine how clean this is gonna look? The next thing I'm gonna do is cable manage my Elgato Stream Deck there. So I'm gonna route the cable into the hole as well. Geez, the hole's kind of moved because I've moved the mouse mat ever so slightly. But hey, you can still route the cable through. Super easy, man. Dude, this is just beautiful. The cable management possibilities are really endless right here. You can get as creative as you want. All right, I've spent a couple minutes underneath the table there, cable managing everything, and as you can see, the end result is pretty damn sick. Even at this angle, can you see cables? No, because they don't exist, okay? What are cables? What are you talking about? Wireless keyboard, wireless Stream Deck, everything's wireless, dude. Amazing. We've done it. That's it. Level 100 setup achieved. A couple of days have passed since I began recording this video, but these have just arrived, and these are the grommets, all right? These are the 35mm cable grommets, and they can actually be taken apart. So they come in 2 pieces. This is gonna go where we drilled a hole, and then of course we're gonna route all the cables through there, pop this on top, and it's gonna end up looking like this in the end. Super simple. I'll leave a link in the description down below to where you can buy these for your own hole that maybe you've drilled as well as you've been following along. But yeah, we're just gonna pop that in here, re-cable manage it all, and then that'll be it, man. That'll be job done. Will it fit? Absolutely. Boom. That looks much better already. Then what we can actually do is maybe put one more at the other end to fix up this. See, look, I didn't put masking tape when I drilled the hole over here, and that's maybe why it's come out looking like this. So if you don't want to mess your desk up, use masking tape like I did. Sick. All right, that's in as well. If you look inside the hole right there, you can see that they are both indeed installed, and this is even gonna go on top. This is of course optional, I guess. Maybe you don't even need this part, but that looks pretty good, man. I'm quite happy with that. The mouse mat will of course go over top, and the hole is just here. I'm actually gonna probably, I want the mouse mat to be absolutely centered. I think that's just about centered, right? Here is the end result. We got Wallpaper Engine running as well. I got like one of the cyberpunk wallpapers. I reckon it looks pretty sick. You might notice something different as well. I'm gonna probably make a dedicated video about it soon. But we may have Philips Hue play bars, and there's also a soundbar behind the TV. The TV, bro, I just called this thing a TV. The monitor, there's a soundbar behind the monitor, and we also have 3 Philips Hue's LED play bars. One pointing up there, one pointing up there, and then one pointing kind of downwards. Getting back to this though, look how clean this ended up looking. The cable management beneath the desk has also been sorted out for the most part, although maybe it does need a little bit more work, but I'm kind of happy with it where it's at the moment. Like, it could be better, but it's really not too bad. So the hole right here, it comes out as you can see, and I'll put that little plug on there to make it look a little bit more tidy. If you're wondering what all this stuff is, it's like adhesive from one of the J channels that I took off earlier. Couldn't be happier with the end result right here. Honestly, like, I'm so happy with it. I ended up switching up the color scheme halfway through the video as well. We went from like a white and orange to a blue and purple, as I reckon the blue and purple color schemes for setups, they're becoming very popular nowadays. So I figured, let me do one as well. This just looks so freaking good, man, especially with the nano leaves on the side as well. Bringing it all together. Jeez, what a setup, super clean look. Before we end today's video, for those that aren't able to drill a hole through their desk, because let's say you're using like a glass desk, obviously you're not going to be drilling a hole in it. So for those people, what you can do is actually pick up a wireless keyboard. I'll leave a couple of links in the video description down below to keyboards that are wireless that I would recommend. I've tried out the Logitech G915. That is an epic keyboard, man. And I think they even have like a 10 keyless version that is also wireless. So that is one option that personally, I've tried it. I would recommend that keyboard to almost anyone. It's like super high quality. It even has macro keys, all right? Logitech bringing back the macro keys, keeping them alive. But if you're after a Razer keyboard, they also have a Black Widow version 3 Pro, which is a wireless Razer Black Widow keyboard. This is their newest Black Widow version 3. The non-Pro version, which looks a little bit different to the Pro, but nevertheless, the Pro one is the wireless one, so I'll leave links in the description down below to the Logitech one and the Razer wireless Black Widow. In case you are not able to drill a hole through your desk because you're using like a glass desk, or you just can't be asked and you just don't want to drill a hole, you can achieve a very similar look. But bear in mind that if you have an Elgato Stream Deck, then you're still gonna need to drill a hole because that thing ain't wireless. You know, it is what it is, it is what it is. Hopefully today's video helped you out. If you're looking for another video to watch, I just posted my PC build update video. So we installed some brand new fans, a complete cooling overhaul for the whole system. There will be another update video on the PC dropping soon because MSI absolutely hooked it up, all right? Last time they sent me the 3080, this time we have the 3090, dude. And words can't explain how much more faster this PC is. It's crazy, man. Like how much quicker can this thing get, you know? 3950X, RTX 3090. My mind is blown. I can't believe this. So like MSI, I love you. Thank you so much for hooking me up. But yeah, PC build video coming soon. I did record a full unboxing video of this RTX 3090, so stay tuned for that. But like I said, if you're looking for anything else to watch, I did post a video about this PC. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, else this video is never gonna end. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in another one soon, all right? Goodbye.
I ain't a driller.